Did another diaper change?
Wet.
Wet.
He pees like every hour.
I know he does. But I just changed it right before you got in the shower.
Well, it's wet.
Ah, baby! Alistair, who right now is hanging out in the crib, is hilariously social with new people. I really love it. So it was great this week for Kelsey and James and Sherlyn and Stevie to all get to meet him for the first time, and he was super happy to be with all of them. He really liked Sherlyn, really liked her singing. She showed him all this different Chinese stuff, sung to him in Chinese, and he really got a huge kick out of that. That was really cool to watch that relationship. He likes James a lot. We have some great photos of all of them. In fact, one nice thing we did was before they left, we put together this big photo album. When we got our nice camera, it came with a printer, and the printer also allowed for, you know, printing some really nice photos, and so we cut them all out. Made a nice photo album, a lot of photos from their visit here. Really sweet kind of present, because it was also Liz's dad's birthday, so that made a nice birthday gift, in addition to all the family Christmas stuff we were also doing. So, the other cool thing Alistair started doing much more earnestly now than before is repeating sounds. I mean, there's this kind of thing now where if he wants attention, he does this kind of, I mean, you can hear it probably, kind of like, give me attention kind of thing. He used to cry more, now it's more this. If he wants attention, he really only cries if he's genuinely upset. I think it was Sherlyn who first got a really good take of this out of him, where she was singing to him, and just after doing a few notes like a ooh, ooh, he'd go like, like just kind of a gross approximation of those sounds. And so then Liz joined in, and there was some really cool like back and forth. And now there's this kind of thing going on where sometimes if you're lucky and you catch him in the right mood, you can make any sound at all, and you can go like, he's not in a good mood right now, but you can make a little sound, and then he will, here we go, bye baby. I'm talking about him, and he's just not in a good mood right now.
He has to be in a concentrating mood.
He has to be in a concentrating mood, but when he is in a concentrating mood, you can kind of be like, air, and then you maybe wait 15 seconds, and he kind of like chews his mouth a little bit and goes, it's just like amazing and wonderful, and you're watching him process all this through his brain, and like, oh my god, before we know it, he's going to be talking. He's also really good. He's gained some really good strength. And finally, for Christmas, Alistair got a lot of cool presents, and let's be clear, this was a lovely little family Christmas, but it was all about Alistair. It was wonderful to put a Santa hat on him and have him like tear open presents. I love how determined he gets. He'll have this like kind of thing, and yeah, it was really wonderful. So we all got wonderful presents. It was a great kind of giving thing, very personal things like gifts that are like, yes, this is for you. For Alistair in particular, we've got him a bouncy thing finally, so we can like put it in the door frame, and he can sit there and kind of like, you know, get in his little seat and like move up and down. And he's a little bit too tiny for it, but we've put him in there a couple times, and he seems really, if not entertained by it, really it focuses him. It makes him go really like, okay, I got this, I know what I'm doing. And you know, he'll start like digging his arms in different places, like finding different positions, figuring out what gives him the most leverage. So that's all really fun. And then lastly, so we got singing, we got moving around, we got opening presents, motor skills, he's doing really good stuff with both his hands. Really awesome present from our neighbors, best neighbors in the world. Oh, I didn't mention in the house, super quick, we had a pipe break. They gave us tools, we were able to fix it thanks to James and his know-how, soldering like right there, hot metal dripping everywhere. James, totally cool, safe. Our neighbors got us this really cool toy, actually designed by Buckminster Fuller. It's called like a tensahedron or something like that, and it's this little tensile stringy thing that has different colored blocks and little roundy parts, and he can put it in his mouth and he can pull on it, and he can watch things move back and forth, and it's stimulating and interesting and exciting, and I love it. On a similar note, Liz also got him a roll-out piano mat, and as I think I've mentioned before, I've had Alistair playing piano by just kind of like using his feet to bounce up and down. He seems to really like that, and so this is cool because this actually is something that he can like hit with his hands or with his feet and makes different sounds. He seems very fascinated by that. So he is just a big sponge right now. He's learning all sorts of new stuff. It really is wonderful and a joy to see each new day whatever is attracting his attention, what's distracting him, what's making him happy, the different ways he has of expressing different emotions. Again, right now, just the kind of thing for when he wants attention. But I'll say this, I think he's a very happy baby. I know a lot of parents are stressed out by feeling like they're not doing enough for their kid, and I'm sure we'll keep feeling that at occasional times. But for the most part, I think I feel really good right now. For the time I get to see him and the interactions I'm having with him, I think Liz is being a fantastic mother, and I think Alistair's doing really well. He's a happy baby. He seems to be learning well. He's putting on weight like he's supposed to. He's healthy. He's smiling all the time. He loves family and friends and all sorts of new people. So, all the baby stuff, 2015 going really well. Here's to 2016 being full of more new exciting things, and watching him grow up and roughly, triple in size by this time next year. I should know some of these benchmarks and what happens, but that's going to be fun.